We go straight into the final of the ladies now then. It is final times, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Angely Buillot versus Mikaili to see who will be the champion of the women's division here at the first round of the GKA.
Only champions here, Lewis. These girls have been pushing big air. They've been changing also from freestyle to the big air discipline, which is very different. But Mikaili has her competitive mindset, her athletic capabilities to perform everything. Like she landed, I think, the kite loop board off the first try. So that just shows what a talent she is. And Angely has been competing in big air for, I would say, a decade. She's been on top of big air kite surfing, pushing it for the women.
Nice to see her in the finals and stuff now, Ruben, because
Very
she
well
was
deserved.
far ahead. Competing wasn't always her thing in the old days, you know, but now here she is in a final against the current ladies world champion, big air world champion. It's Mikaili. Here we go then. We've worked all the way up to here in 2 days of action here on the 1st and 2nd of April. Could have run any time in April, Ruben, but here we are in just the first 2 days. So good is the wind here, and the strong Tramontana wind that blows in from the northwest down here in southern France. We're on the Mediterranean side. I'm Lewis Crathen. I'm joined by Ruben Lenton at this special world. That was a serious thing I was doing there. At this world sailing event, and now I've lost my chain of thought. We're over to you,
Nice
Ruben.
one. Just a little wayo there, man. As we get underway with the women's
That's all it
final.
takes sometimes is a wayo, especially a bayo. I mean, that's next level.
Here we got Angely. Riding super powered. Glad the wind is kicking in for the finals here. Just going for a straight booster. Not feeling it.
I'm pretty sure these riders aren't hooking in incorrectly as the extreme professionals. But hey, you're welcome to presume all you want.
Yeah, it's not really about blaming brands here. It's nobody that does this on purpose. This happens, but it's definitely time for us to take a closer look on how we can make this safer all together. We are all working together to make this sport as safe as possible, and that also includes looking at the equipment and making it better over time and as soon as possible as well.
You know what I think could work, Ruben, with AI being such a big thing now? Alexa, release my kite. No? It's a good idea?
Hey Siri, double mega loop for me.
I could make millions.
Is this heat been going or what?
The yellow flag is still up.
Ah,
so no,
the heat
this is
hasn't
just,
started. Sorry
no,
about that. Just
that's okay.
losing a bit of timing here. So still see some surfer data coming through from Angely, who is just warming up before her final. She must be frothing to be in the final against Mikaili. And both riders with a slightly different style, whereas Angely goes absolutely massive and aggressive. Mikaili goes really technical. And I can only keep my eyes open and see how this will turn out.
Well, thanks, Ruben, for keeping your eyes open. That's very kind of you as we go into the ladies' final here. Who do you think? Come on, Ruben. Tell me who you think's got this here.
Well, I mean, the wind can kick in strong, or the wind can kind of go lower. And now Angely is fully powered, which is definitely in her favor because she can get the height and power that she loves. Is she going for a mega loop laid back roll? Classic signature. And she shoots that kite out right to the side, making her fall so fast. Unfortunately not getting the landing on this one, so this will score a 0.
I love that technique of shooting out the side though, Ruben, because it's actually quite more of an old school mega loop type. You never flew it all the way 360 with the old kites. You didn't want it to be up there. You saved that for the end so that you could decide up or around, and she does that. I quite like it.
Yeah, she sheets out, let the kite fly all the way to the side, and then accelerating and looping that kite up again. Here goes Mikaili, also with a nice mega loop laid back roll, sticking it clean.
12.9 meters was Angely's Buillot's height. I think this one's going to be nearer to 10. Nice replay of the jet ski and Angely riding along. I like that. It's in my top 3, that one.
Some nice kite discussions going on in the comments here on YouTube, so keep it going, guys, and enjoy the action being thrown down by Angely and Mikaili as this heat is well underway now, with Angely coming up for her second trick attempt in this women's final of the GKA Kite World Tour Big Air.
Yeah, we've had some great interaction on board with you today. Thank you for joining us all around the world. I wonder what she's got for us here, Angely Buillot. Just repairing the damage. Yeah, she couldn't deal with it, Ruben.
Oh, butt checky.
Was a bit butt checky, wasn't it, Ruben? Looked like she had it in the bag, and she would have been scoring a similar, maybe a little bit more than Mikaili. I don't know. I like that inverted position, but
She was a bit delayed on there, getting a little bit stuck and not doing it as fluent or as big as she would love to. But yeah, she has 5 more attempts left to better her score. So let's see what she does.
not the start she wanted, though, Ruben.
Especially against Mikaili, who is such a consistent rider and can perform so many moves. Like, let's see what she's gonna do here. What was that? I'll have to check a little replay on that. I think she wanted to go for the contra loop, but here she's just going for a front spin. Double front spin. Can't even see her kite loop, so not that radical, not that extreme, so it won't be a massive score. 1.7. So here comes Angely. And after the women's final, we will continue with the men's final between Liam Whaley and Andrea Principi.
Yeah, that's going to be a biggie. Don't go anywhere for that one. Into a good 11 hours down here on the beach today, and it's been absolutely epic of action. And would you believe it? We didn't have that 50 knots yet that's come through.
Whoa, what? He's just beach starting with a kite loop.
Kite loop board on.
Just getting onto the water, ready for his final.
KLBO. Kite loop board on from Andrea Principi, getting ready for his final. They're not bothered about these fluctuating winds. And here is Angely Buillot. She would have loved this to have been up into the 40s, Ruben, I can tell you that much. But it's a sign of how the maturity of her riding has really come on here. To have found herself in a final here when the winds have been everything from 20 knots to 40 from yesterday.
Oh, boogie loop to the right. Yes, and she's got this one. Nice one.
Good decision to head right foot forwards there. Maybe that's where the wind's a bit better right now. Changing it up after her 2 crashes, really. She did get a 3 earlier on. Gets nice and inverted. Not super powered with the pull of the kite, but you can't get that power if the wind's not there, Ruben.
100%. You need the wind in order to perform your trick, and that's all part of the game here in this challenging spot. It's a lovely flat water spot, but the conditions are definitely challenging for the riders. Mikaili Sol also entering with a nice boogie loop and an added rotation and coming out straight on her board. She was just shaking that one off. Couldn't believe it. It was a sketchy one.
She liked it though, I think.
Like, woo! And here going for the boogie loop, so the front roll with the kite loop, and then on the way down she added another rotation.
Really is interesting to look at her takeoff, Ruben. She likes to go right foot forwards in a lot of the moves, but her pop and takeoff, I mean, that comes a lot from the experience of being an unhooked freestyler as well, world champion that she is. That takeoff just looks so perfect every time. It's a big thing in kiteboarding, your takeoff, whether or not you're a professional or an advanced rider as well. But Angely Buillot indicating here...
Got a bit confused by the flags.
Yeah.
She needs her flag to be up in order to go for her trick attempt, but
it's
looks
the white
like,
one up at the moment. Now the blue one has been raised. So
somebody's been slacking on the flags there. Sorry, sloppy.
I don't know. Well, we
She
can only
got
presume.
confused.
We can only presume.
True that. But I think it's Angie's turn to really find the guts and perform her move. Pumping the kite, pumping the bar, going for the kite loop board off, and is she getting it?
Is her foot in enough?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Big move, Ruben, for that. I just was hoping for her there. She got her foot in enough for that. She steps it up again, Angie. She's not bothered by these challenges anymore. Look, right over the horizon, performing the mega loop board off. I think she's back in this one big time. 7.73 coming in on my back end here. Ruben, that's big. That's really taking it to the current world champion.
Yeah, she scored a 6.7 for her boogie loop earlier, and now a 7.73 for her kite loop board off. And Mika is going to answer with a straight kite loop. She also wanted the kite loop board off, but unfortunately couldn't get it together in this trick attempt.
Does she have it?
She definitely, yeah. I've seen her perform it in Brazil, and yeah, I mean, here she can do it as well. She can do everything. She's a world champion.
Wow, this has really changed things round then in this final here. Angely Buillot, I can just see it now with the crowds. Can I get a Buillot?
Buillot.
Is she going to have that moment? up on top of the podium. One of these riders will take the winner. It's the sun breaking through the clouds once more here. This overcast, then cloudy, then the sun's out again. And Angely Buillot. Wow, this is tight, this one, Ruben. At the moment, there's hardly anything in this. 0.21. We hope that you are staying on board with us here at the Lords of Tram 2023. It is the GKA Big Air Kitesurf World Cup down here in France. I'm Lewis Crathen. Ruben Lenton still standing next to me. Seems like forever he's been here. What are we going to see here, Ruben Lenton?
Angie going full pull, getting the height. No, unfortunately, the wind wasn't there for her, not finding the right takeoff. And yeah, that is true. Mika also has the boogie board off in her repertoire. So let's see if she can get it together and bust it out to overtake Angely in this heat. Angely just scoring a 0.83 for that missed trick attempt.
Angely's got to stay calm out there now because she'll be thinking, come on, I'm in the final here. Give me some win. But meanwhile,
Mika is in first with a doobie loop.
Textbook.
No
Ruben.
way. Yes.
I loved it. I loved it.
She absolutely stomped that. So a doobie loop. Nice 2 forward rotations from Mikaili Sol with that loop. Oh, getting inverted on that second one.
In the second one. And that's what I love about the doobie loop. That's how I envisioned it, that move to always be. You go around, you've got to go fast into those front walls as well because you want to hit the apex or just before heading into that second one. It's no good just doing a slow one up there, going into the second one. Send it in there in the cannonball on the way up.
It looks really good. It was a scary move. I just learned this move past season in Cape Town. And what is Angie going to do? The mega loop laid back roll. And is she going to land it? Yes, she is. Oh, she is crashing this. How unfortunate. Oh, nicely done right in front of the spectators. But unfortunately, riding full speed. Oh, just butt checking and crashing out of this move. And we got Mikaili Sol in the lead here at the final of the women's division of the GKA or Kite World Tour here in Bucharest, France. Oh, this action, that is why we were still standing. Mikaili Sol replying with a mega loop board off of her own. Here you can see the replay. She's riding right foot forward, jumping, looping the kite with one hand, with her back hand, grabbing the kite or the board with her front hand and landing clean. Nothing too massive, nothing too crazy, but definitely a nice score and a variety on the board. Both ladies definitely capable of scoring well into the 7s, maybe 8s if they get a good gust. But it is all about if Angely can find a good gust to perform her favorite trick. Her signature mega loop. Oh, double. Oh, unfortunately not feeling it on this one.
And that's her last trick, I think, Ruben. She just couldn't find the win that she so desperately wanted there for Angely. Where was that 40 knots when she wanted it? But if she can perform this well, Ruben, and get to the top 2, I think she's going to be still in for a shout when we get to Tarifa and potentially the third event that's going to take place as well. It's rumoured at the moment, so not confirmed yet, but Mikaili Sol is leading this with one trick left, and she can't catch her up, I don't think, Ruben.
Incredible, and absolutely no shame on anyone here, but Angie unfortunately couldn't get it together fully in this final, ending her in the second place. With Mikaili Sol with one trick attempt left.
Where's the flag? She's saying, where's my flag here? You got the blue one up here. I want my last go. What are you doing? Where's my white flag? Interesting. She wants her go.
She can only jump when her flag is up, so the judges are already... Oh, what?
She got a second go here.
What?
So Angely Buillot has been given a second go. Maybe there was a confusion with the flag sequence. Ruben, that was interesting. Possibly that 0 with a crash. Now this could get interesting, Ruben.
What happened there?
Well, the scores are gone. So what happened to her 7th trick attempt then? She just didn't get. What a deal! Went from having her last trick to it being given to the other rider.
And what was that last move from Angie? I couldn't see it. It says SJ.
No reply.
Super jump?
No reply. Well, now we're going back to Mikaili Sol. We don't have that score coming in.
Oh, yeah, there's the boogie loop board off. Oh, unfortunately going for a massive wipeout here for Mikaili Sol in the final here. She is already in the lead, so she didn't really need that, but it would be great to top off the final with a boogie loop board off, unfortunately ending up in a crash.